see maybe the reason why
that's
you know, we did even last event to me along Imang, I don't want to base this on a person, but you know, like even a lot of other events, Nima Muljeje, Amanke Pong Mafoy, Nka Foyle. But at the same time, sometimes you can't respond, sort of, you cannot even come to the media because I would rather promote a brother than bring him down. So we can respond if I sort of means sort of what to do. It's like a disappointment for people, realistically. So I don't even want to go there. I would just say I'm a nano. Yeah, I understand. Sure. But not that, you know, nka mole to interling an event ke, you know, bro, nka silang a mira, please to jibe from manina mura. Ask him, I told him I Gambia bacon na listo. I swear down. I swear down. I told him ni listo man 550 sila ko no nka wato modul to tapuman. Yeah, until like, you know, like Gambian music, bro, compared to other countries, I don't know where you guys, you know, mbajibe kanyamin. Yala nenkana so enjoy le, we are out there and stuff. But compared to other countries, say Ghana, say Nigeria, yala ne say other countries, Senegal, you know, right here and tol mantar mamputa lato. So, you know, it's a basic necessity that we all work together, you know, for a common good than, you know, be busy yala ne other petty things so la mini yalonko we yala ne that we don't even have rights to na song so muka royalty from collect. Yala ne mulman pam put together, you know, to try to work in a way that ndingol se benefit no na music you know, be busy can you know, that's not, I'm too focused on the positive that man times sort of, you know, to be dragged into any negativity. So, you know, come on for nyamin that ni better mindset or what to do aka hardly mu bundije because at a picture jibe come from perspective minnalo. So anytime Omari but our perspective to, you know, then, you know, I can easily let you understand. But what to do, no matter how you try to understand, mudo mukaje because at a mantra things will GB come from another angle. Yeah, understand. So that's just how it is. But we reaching out to everyone, bro. Malafika hanimu to koma, especially mulmini alonko household names, so let you know. Yeah.
Next questions.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, I don't know, I'm late honestly, I'm sorry about that. But then, understanding the level of collaboration you're doing right now, it's massive and incredible. Compared to the beginning of your career, you're supporting a lot of upcoming artists. But yesterday there are other African Americans, there are people that will still complete. Yeah. So to clear the doubts, what would be the criteria for me as an upcoming artist to have this thing on my song?
Yeah, you know, my management always, you know, they complain about that. There is no criteria. For me, bro, I'm there for music, you know. Sometimes people start today, but they are super talented, you know. So you cannot judge by, you have to have 3 albums before you can do a song with me. No, you know, anybody can actually have a song with me. Usually, what I tell them is, you know, like, you have to be an artist first. Not, I want to be an artist. That means you need to have records first, you know. But if you have a good song, you send me a demo, I listen to it, you know, and I like it, you know, I will jump on it. You know, you don't have to pay anything or nothing. I would do that for free. Yeah, so that's how I work. Even though my management is like, we have to change some things because we need to set standards also, you know. Yeah.
Yeah, like what ST is saying, because the management is also there to advise, right? Yeah. Okay, what we have to understand, like, he's doing his music and he's there. There is a reason why some people want to have a collabo with him. But collabo doesn't also necessarily mean it just have to happen from the first request. Because let's put it in this way. If you are an artist, you there, right? You have your standards. I want to have a collabo with you. I come with my song, right? So now there is where the game starts. It's whether I come with standards and then you jumping into it and it is balancing, or you singing better than me, but this is my song and now people are not even listening to me anymore and it's my song because you you outsmarted this song, right? And or you have the option to say, let me come a little bit down to meet my standards. And then now, what is with your career now? Because if ST have to come down low with his talent to jump into a song just to satisfy a brother, so it's also not good for his career. So we, the management, sometimes is also we intervene to make sure that certain artists also try to come with some standards. And some have a project. He cannot jump into this project because the song is whether so controversial or so abusive, the language tone used into the concept of the song is against his way of doing his music. And these are some of the things that people have to understand why some of the artists cannot jump into the projects of other artists, you know. So, but then like he said, because we the management team, we never experience in any situation where ST is asking for money for collab. Never, you know, because even me, people write me and then say, tell me that, can you please link me for a collabo, and then I put it forward. It is never like we never put it forward. We always put it and we discuss it on the management level, you know. So this is how it is. So let's, like ST said, he's giving collabos and he will continue giving collabos, but let's the artists also work better on their projects so that it is balancing.
Yeah, definitely.
Just contribution.
Let me add. And also, if you are unable to get a collabo the time you want it, doesn't mean that he don't want to do it, you know. So if you don't have him on your first album, there is a possibility. So some people will get angry and start, you know, thinking some other way just because the time they want him, they didn't get him at that particular time. So
good.
Okay, yes, Sasune TV. Just contribution may def rek. Ama aduna nit ki da ngay wax li wara mëna nek. Ama fi rayante bi moy indi problème. Ku ben ST is a legend for me. Ko man yaga na su xamna bu baax. Youssou Ndour bi nekk Sénégal sax Pape Diouf waykat bu mag la te ba tey mënut a am featuring ak Youssou Ndour because tamit dafa am level boo yegg tamit ku nekk nga war a mën a defal featuring loolu il faut nit ñi xam ko daloon na Akon ak Wally Seck time bi Wally buggee way ak Akon dana ko xaaral liggéeyal mais ñu bañ ñu ko gisoon ne daf ko xeex fekk du loolu mënoo jël benn Michael Jackson nga ne dafa war a way ak ST tey mënut a nekk il faut nit ñi xam loolu tamit dañ ko war a jàngal nit ñi ñu xam doo mën a génne tey way rek parce que ñu si bari dañuy profité is ST bu ma woowee ak moom pour tey rek ma mën naa naan dama woowee ak ST ngeen yombal ma ko parce que dina ma yóbbu si beneen level mais moom fan la ko yóbbu moom il faut tamit ñu xool loolu tamit loolu management bi yéen a ko si mën a dimbali parce que boo bëggee satisfy ñëpp tamit bu yàggee mooy loolu tamit dañ siy bàyyi xel bu baax a baax dina ñaanal su show bi yàlla def ci barke parce que yow kenn nga si man loolu tax ma ñëw pour nga gis ma si presse conference yombul ba kenn nga si man parce que respect bi nga am bëgg mu sa bàyyi gëm-gëm bi nga am bëgg sa bàyyi wàccee bi nga wàccee sa bopp yàlla bi nga la yëkkati saa su ne te loolu dina dem kanam incha allah loolu nga leen ñaanal
Yeah, so just to add a little jumbo on lower knee, you know. So man, personally, you know, like I was that artist, you know, like I was that young artist, Bohamne, you know, from the start I wanted to do collabos with some big artists, our own collabos. Yeah, you understand? So me being at this level, when I look at some struggling artists, that reminds me of Boba. Yeah, you understand? You know, when I was struggling to actually have collabos and not get it. Why come Lowani, you know, you would actually give collabos to people for free because you want the development of Gambian music as a whole. Why people don't see it that way mostly. Yeah, I understand. Yeah. Entitlement be very sometimes, you know. So you dinga try to def collabo ak nit to support why Coco do just say no. It's like, you know, people see like it's a must. Yeah, I understand. So because the way people view things, so I'm really glad that you understand things, you know, from that perspective, you know.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank
Prime
you.
Joe.
Yeah, ST.
Yeah.
Last year press conference jam.
Yeah.
Because you do 10 album and then you not do album again.
Yeah.
So Mbajelo come in like concert album go avec Kelanyari. And then the last one is last year also you press conference jam. You were going through a lot. So I hope you're feeling better now.
Okay, so regarding album only, it's always been my dream putting 10 albums. So yeah, understand? Yeah. Yeah, and putting 10 albums drop. Namara 8 album drop le. Adota fly, you know. So ite ba current dream flu ni drop back el dia. So next year me killing drop lale. After all na concert jama bal ke full space bye na. Janim plan jama kana. But fanang, you know, yeah, ninga 10 albums sort of fang, you know, because it doesn't have to be about an album. You know, we can still do 4 songs here, fans will entertain, my concert, okay, we still have, you know, events, you know, where there monkey album pedal. But personally, I don't know after 10 album but until I dream long, at least nga po ye as an artist na career kono nga 10 albums sotole, you know, like that have always been a dream for me, you know. So ninga wo sindire ko bekala dream come true, you know. But music always life for me, and I'm always gonna be dropping songs to entertain fans out there. What was the second question?
Last year you were going through all of.
Yes, cold theater man killing, you know, but you know, the survive can we still breathing, you know, and doing a lot into, you know.
Yeah, okay now.
Yeah, man.
Countryman.
Anyway, me, I have only 2 questions. It's going to be more about the concert and so on. And the first question will be timing. Gambian artists, like timing, perform. I saw the scales of the show. The time is still in the ceremony, but much of the time I can change it because they want to satisfy an individual artist minimum perform. But at the same time, for more than our VIP, me and my man came there, but I never can estimate. And how is the timing? Is this like we see 2 a.m. for example, and then more than me and because I'm not came there, I have a problem with 2 a.m. I have to estimate from 2 a.m. But because of individual artists will be able to perform, then still change the time to 3 a.m. It's like these 2 a.m. still not performing. It's still gonna be 2 a.m. No changes. Even me not happen at that ground whether the artist me not can a later or anybody 2 a.m. supposed to be 2 a.m. And the second question is sound system. You know, we use a live band, and ST Gambian Dream is a household name for Gambian music. It's not for individual, but it's for all of us. Because the brand itself is representing Gambia generally, because the ST will like majority people welcome. The sound system is always a problem with shows. Before the band, the sound, not our sound correctly. Equipment can make so, but like how is the management working on the sound system as well?
Okay, yeah. So like in our first question is related to the timing. I will discuss them in Dominic. So I think that's very important. So Minket at this time, we gonna make sure that in a time when you put SPS select, I sell it all time. Hanara Pembe at Latin, Abekela new plus minus maybe 5 minutes, 10 minutes only. But this is the reason why management only are deemed necessary. Because artists will performance time will categorized under a particular period of time, you know. So and we want to make sure that we ruling implement, you know, because from STM follow when the artists will Gambia artists will be libela effort taken, libe kuloko libela tuno safela, inspirational binal and don't go kalamda what they are going through. So that 2 hours or 3 hours to make they are so special for them. You understand? The way is very important. Couldn't be in our respect. So this goes to all the other artists. Let them come in time to make sure that we avoid this complication. You know, so but we're trying to make sure that in the time when the until performance time we maintain that. So sound what transformation we have been working on them. This starts with the artist. I love Tamunela, I love perform, I love rehearsal. Now coming to the event itself. So I'll set up he give it out and then we make the setup, right? Okay, so for you being a DJ, I understand where you're coming from. Why the output of the DJ monitors is always different from live band. Because live band my instruments me along put their channel on the mixer. So mixer means for your DJ output, where the channel is always free and clear. You play anyhow. So but instrumental you can correspond, and you have instruments with their own monitors. You have guitar monitors or the bass monitor, piano, tantantiole monitors also. All these are channel. So now here comes like sound engineer the space means sort of to work during the show because near sound check this is there. Now when the sound started, sound check at the time when the ground is very empty. The output is different. Nimble theater, crowd in theater. Now the way the monitors are responding is different based on crowd sound or block now. So this is where the sound engineers will have the time to make their adjustments. But when we have like 20 or 30 people standing on the stage, they don't have anything to do there. dol bige simol be dunna kebulol ko be wutula nyola ima kalamu. You understand? All these are factors they have to change in the Gambian music industry, and this is going out for every other artist. You understand? As a brother, because at the ST Kafon Tolega personally, Nara Allah Betea, Aldanda to manage him alone. What I'm told we should leave the music industry. You understand? We should set standards. You understand? So based on that standard, the more they done that anybody, me alone, like from our team to anybody, Niman fence Niman then responsibilities of why you have to be on that stage. Please stage when you be. We want that Nimna instrumental, for example, ni jembe kosila the jembe display. We want the audience to look at it. They don't want to see me. Man, I understand. So sound engineer and fan have to hear the sound output when the instrumental output is very, very important in the music. The main artists have to be able to correspond with the instrumental players based on their body language. Anyanta kalola action kena bulola. Jitatio ya lo STA in the mean, but like not a lot of content, you have 5 people standing between him and the guitar player. All these things have to be avoided. So Ninata and the way of setting the sound, we have the management team is working with the sound engineers to make sure that after setup we maintain that, and during the time of the performance also we maintain that the same standards also. So we will be working on that. Yeah.
Yes. I'm good.
Concerning Nicky Dono Legi.
Yeah.
For DJ, come see stage with cameraman.
Yeah.
Apa yang cameraman kasi? Security. Kau sikau, man tu ifrag man jangan ci Gambia. Lagi saat aku play, lagi security reflex sikau. Or use is playing, dog is very security sikau. When other artists are playing, dog is very security sikau. Nyom nigi si su, you different for nice. But lagi is ay nyata security nigi sikau. Nigi block artists, nigi block them. So you faut come main camera, parce que event là, you have to come main camera am lay sikau state till sa event because da koy soxla in the future. Léegi ñooñu sécurité dañ nekk sax di stop sa cameraman yi di stop tamit communication bu war am between the artist ak musicien bi because day communiquer ak musicien yi muy drama bi muy bass guitar bi xam nga yooyu dafa am solo man lu ma la xalaat tamit sécurité ñu jéem leen wàccee ci suuf xam nga ñu def ko de way boo xam ne du ñu mën a am benn accès si artiste bi war ko mën a gaay mais dinañ ko mën a secure comme si yeneen show yi muy happening si yeneen réew.
Okay. Well, dinañ ko put into consideration, jërëjëf. Yeah.
Yes. We have about 10 minutes to, wrap up the press conference.
Yes.
You also asked it. What do you hope fans take away from the concert, and how do you want them to remember this night? Because it's not as night, right?
Yes, it's gonna be an amazing night. Honestly, there's so much to give, and there will be so much to take. Like I said, I don't wanna spoil the surprise. But we are looking forward to be a memorable night, another night where we write some more pages to the history books of Gambian music, for sure. Yeah.
One more.
Yeah.
Can you say a favorite lyric or song and tell us what it means to you?
Nadia Tatelan Teriti. Na kuyata telon teriti nala namu amun namu leti nkonyate damin na telen na jeriti ndeni temu fauti diamu te sauti bauti pempere muntati ya mutakata lemu. Yes, just to break it down, I don't know how to break it down because my songs are already broken down for everyone to understand. But it's just talking about the essence of friendship, about being there for each other, and being able to represent your friend even behind your friend. Being a good person and a brother's keeper. Yeah.
Last question, sorry. Last thing. I'm not sure you answer. I'll answer, but still I'm buying.
I got 10 minutes. You got last question.
Last question.
10 minutes.
Okay.
Esther nga jere findire ni duman. You understand? Once. Dolga findire santola. Dolga sel ni fok listola.
This time.
That's a surprise.
Ko nga fo nyamin altol de Allah tam push la le fo nga nyung call bo nyoko na dal, but but no pass na honorable manager ya. Atike buri mai ko la na bari man la
No, kaya fa nyami de. Mama kena
Ah, man, go.
No, yalo ko like demba ya fa nyami. Ndol mbeka communicate whatever demba ko demba diam dara am ko kadile diam dan defo ma diam dara mala fe understand. So it's like reputational in a bit asiala, you know. But there's something for la for me clear there. Along do diam that I find for concerning about okay, artists or other things, artists or communication, coordinating other stuffs. It's not even that. Throughout these 2 years, along with any artist me lanka bara album olo in kanjan deka ST ka for na so nin cancel and I try booking na sort of 200,000 plus. I ka for na booking in na cancel for that artist to go and perform on those artist shows. Amanke clean da manke flood amanke sabada amanke nandi. Wala na nyale ajibe throughout these 2 years for na performance soul limit you know, because a bugal na booking soul ta when the artist is launching his project. Sure, like a sacrifice for me make when it comes to Gambian music. He want everybody to win. You understand? But these things, when they are not communicated, people they don't know about it. You know? Yeah. So after I mold him for the abuka diam. You understand? But management team like okay, ndola right don't proka for molye. Mine ba caring. Aninka mine bula for nam puru yalong at least more base a win no. You know? Yeah. So no. Yeah. Because but saying nininka rona dale. Kwede question on me race na njang. You understand? So you push to that corner, you know, we're gonna say it. You understand?
Just the car for finance. What to do, you know, a couple can do is not just for the media. It's just like, you're 200 or another year. Or artists who 200 yeah, exactly. You know, with us, it's not about that. You know, every relationship, brotherhood is genuine to us. So, ning bebetea kalang kakele for the sake of betea, not because lafta le media ya mutaya afata exactly. You know.
Okay.
So what do you have in store for the media? Because the media needs to take that.
Amanna Juna. But still, you know.
Yeah. We will recap.
Before the answer, Alimbala la next time I give them adjustment like avoid Michael switch because maybe some of you alla Michael in a mantra correspondent, you know. I don't know. Yeah, pour adjustment of the Kelan on Yang pour Yalon. Yeah, to avoid it. Yeah, so now they late Talekana. Then but just to make a quick recap on that. So more we talked about it, you know, and then to make sure that based on your concerns, we try to upgrade them to our standards of satisfaction. So all general issue for racing related to because told them mama can perform. So me and told me is directed to us, still management. Ndol ba trial nga wo handle. But nga suggestion of the media houses management, they can try to contact the Gambian Music Union or the artist management near C. These are our general concerns on various events to come out with solutions and possibilities, you know. And new stage managers will find because some of you have more experience in terms of stage decision making than us, you know. But now Allah opinion of Alcontonga and Mirade, Nali Ninketangal Bedala. We work on new ideas, you know, so pur was a Kewanyama. But then now best trial, you know. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
we have 3 more minutes.
Few minutes, but
Okay, 2 last questions.
Yeah, maybe we can have two,
you
know, last questions because we have an important update that will be important to the fans to know. Yeah.
Just one question.
Usually, in the last time I sold they before it never happened but then the last sold the carbon pressure I've been having artist game.
No. Kana alna ning artist gate.
Artist gate you come through the artist gate, but alimol pala rek alla kato
mo manyan na fe ala press.
Yeah, because
alla kato ni ali tandi you come through the artist gate.
We are doing our best to ensure that all the members of the press have their cards a bit early. If we do that, it's not going to
cause any commotions because it is going to be hard. Puru ye Ismaila Fadera je aita bundato security mam momilong elafa ke fongo present as a media personnel card mantere bulokono waka kole ya bakele so but then with your press card that the management is going to provide, you can use the jet that will be convenient to you, and we will not have any push and pull with the security.
Yeah.
One last question.
That's why we created the press. Sorry. Let me explain. That's why.
So no buga ma answer ko si olom da pol. Okay. Yeah, comme noko waxe foog naa ne daal moo nekk the same question the sister bit moom tam lu mu laajte ak lu ñu waxoon fii nii before. So then sometimes certain situations and circumstances lu dee waral loolu noonu lu tax cards yi di delay. Mbaate dafa nekk delay on the side of, because sometimes suñ press contact person bi moom kum dee communicatal to some of these press houses based on our protocols. So duñ dee bëgg pour nit ñëw randomly even though yaa ngi amee sa caméra oo andi like comme saa nu ko waxee some people dangaa gis ne dañoo ñëw si event bi ak smartphone. So it's very difficult sometimes doo dee gis any sign bu nekkee ne like their faces are familiar da nga dee xam ne ok kii exactly wante sometimes you need certain clarifications pour nga xam ne exactly kii lu mu nekk di wax loolu la ak the same time tan ndax danga ko mun a jox kaati ñeneen ñi pour mu yóbbu ko so loolu moo ko dee waral wante dañoo make so based on this year standard bu ñu nekk di upgrade ak nu ñu nekkee di liggéey moo nekk we have a list Ismaila have a list and based on this list xam nañ ne exactly 100% kii dinañ ko jox kaat sami so da ngaa gis ne bu ñu ñëwee rek then they get it so easily yeah.
Sorry, I don't want to keep us long here.
Yeah.
I'm not busy. I'm job. I just want to say a big thanks to the management of ST. I cannot call it the new management, but then the management, the level of standards and the level of maturity you guys are running the ST brand. Especially the team, the whole team. In the past years, we've been seeing so many, things that were kind of, difficult, reaching to ST, having some certain things with ST. But we can see now the management is really working hard to see things going on the international standards, to see ST brand to the next level. The reason why I am raising some awareness on certain things that are happening behind the scenes in the music industry, it's not like they come, we have to sit down and wait, or you gather and you def meeting. We hope like they come, ST is the face of Gambian music. If ST set any standard in anything that we are doing in Gambian music, I know the other fellow artists are gonna follow steps. Yeah. I understand. So let me settle a standard. So let me settle a community media. We can at least su taxawee ñoo wax ne ok Keba maa fa ay ñinke ay ñu ne sort of money because del ka moom face ay ñu ay problème o res ye problème o res until sometimes we don't ko ka kele comme istika fu ñami yaro ni ko kita you cannot come in the media okay ñu kesa people will be like okay ki hater it's Gambia dañoo fonde yow hater but sometimes ko ka kele mo kan dele rek ndel ka tracé boy ni baaw ni xam nga ni ñu def ni cool. But then sometimes we just have to come clearly discuss as understand. It's not about Gambian music industry. For me, there is no industry, bro. Yeah. Boy, bro, who are you gonna talk to, bro? We are the industry. Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. If you take out STR from the industry, who am I gonna talk to? So the level and the standards has to start from ST, I think. Yeah. So congratulations on everything that is going on for the last year. ST has been given one of the biggest collabs. I want to say a big thanks to that. I can see he is blessed on his, not releasing his songs, but then the collabs he is giving is like a big, win for Gambian music.
We want to give some information that there is going to be a restaurant built inside this at the concert center. So by the Motherland restaurant, because ngalone mol kamejele model kanale kabiring A7 fango. So there is going to be a restaurant built in there by Motherland restaurant. So it'll damal betara lagi model betara lagi milan ko they are connected with GCCI that has to do with helping women. Well, they're going to be in there, but not outside vendors. Nyulle betara lagi Motherland restaurant. And another thing, momo nimol be ticketo sanna you try puriye ticketo sang from the right vendors. Banta, there is no gate tickets. So if you buy ticket at the gate, you know, in case if it happened to be the bad one, you know, you are at your own. So as far as we are concerned, no gate tickets. So ndella mol mantara nalbe ndella mo manyana ticketo wafila bundato. So nalbe ticketo wafika sanka momo ya bundato, you know, wo as a isetano, because last year we more than 100 tickets. Now more than 100 tickets sees the fake ones, you know, some of them crying, but unfortunately, you know, they cannot enter. So lafta pour mol be along gate ticket mantaraje.
Yeah, just to throw a little stuff on what you were saying, you know, Dolfana, you know, because we, like you said, we cannot just be working, you know, and say it's Gambian level. No, we always try to compare ourselves to international level, you know. So every other day, every other event, we are always trying to push things to set standards, you know, to doing things like it's done all around the world. So the rest assured, we would really put all of this into consideration.
Yeah, so Ismaila also updated me right now. So related to the VIP also, the VIPs are allowed to use the artist gate, but nevertheless, anybody who wanna come through the main gate, they can also use it, you know. So, but then they are also allowed, when they are having the VIP card, to come through the artist gate. So also because we've been having these questions also online and stuff, so it is raised here by one media personnel, the new management. Okay, it's true, some of you might not be familiar with our faces, you know, but then I would say, like, we have been working with SD for so long. You know, it's just like maybe it is from maybe last year or year before that. Some of us are seeing us, but then the only concert that we don't attend, big concert, was at this Saluto. Yeah, but since Gambiana, if some of you might go to the clips, you might always see, you know, we always there since Gambiana at the stadium. So Cardi since from day one. You know, so it's just like we are having maybe some faces, you know, who are presenting as of being in the forefront, but then the team was there, you know, with bricks since ages. So it's not like these are sometimes how people might think this is somebody new who might not know more about the management procedures and other things, but then it is always nice to clear it, because it's not because of your statement, but it's because I do also have some questions. Some people might ask me, since when are you working with him and this kind of thing. So that's clear, you know, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, what's next for SD after the concert? Are there any upcoming projects or tours?
Yes, there will always be upcoming projects. You know, music is life for me, you know. But I want to take this opportunity to thank all the media houses, the press, for being here. You know, we cannot do this without you all, so we are all in this together, you know. And I also want to tell you guys, this is not just the team. There's a whole lot of other people in the background too that are working, you know, putting in their effort to make sure, you know, the event goes as planned as usual. So, you know,
just to conclude, I would use this opportunity to thank the members of the press and the media for, you know, gracing this important occasion, which is the press conference. Please, just like we said, those of you that are attending the press conference today, do not go home without writing your name on the attendance list, because it is the attendance list that will, you know, help in the distribution of the press cards. We have created the media group I know some of you are not in the media group. Before you go home, please, let's try to coordinate so we can have all of you in the media group. This will help the distribution of the media tax, because you cannot also be at the press calling Bricks, calling ST, or calling Cardi when the press cards have already been distributed. Let's try to avoid that. In as much as there is progress, or in as much as you want the management to at least work on one or two things, we believe the members of press also have a responsibility in hand in order to make this so successful. Dr. Kadi has already made mention of it. I also have to, re-echo. Please, the tickets are available and the authorized vendors are selling tickets. Anybody who wants to purchase tickets, you can use this platform and reach out to the vendors or reach out to the various restaurants that are having tickets. Avoid buying tickets at the gates, because if you are caught selling tickets, your ticket may be confiscated from you. At the worst case scenario, the ticket will be collected by the security, and we don't want that. People crying at the gate, saying I buy ticket, and at the end of the day, people will be like, but mamwe. We are using the opportunity to say ticket mantara wafi kambundara. On that note, we thank you all for your attendance and look forward to the concert on Saturday. Thank you.
Okay, we program de la.
All right, thank you. All right.